cold. It is raining. It sucks out here. It's bad. The weather's bad. And, well, I don't even know why I'm going to work. I have no idea why I'm going to work. But I think I'm going to drop my car off in Dallas and bring back the F550 because it's empty. And then just push everything till tomorrow. So I left the house this morning with the purpose of going to work. And boy, the weather did not let up. I'm going to tell you, it got worse. And it's cold. So it's raining and it's cold rain. That's the worst. And I've said this in so many videos. I get work when it's cold. I get jobs when it's cold. I get jobs when it rains. But I never get jobs when it's rainy and cold. It's so hard. And I know the business is hurting everybody in the DFW area, but I got 2 jobs today. I actually have 2 jobs today. And I told the lady, she said, do you want to cancel for tomorrow? And I'm like, you know what? I think I might go on the way. You know what I mean? I might go out there. Yeah. It's horrible on the way. Junk removal. On the way, junk removal. What's up, man? So today, I decided to open up the chat and just sit here and rattle on about things that I thought about a lot, and then I'll give you some conversations, because I conversate with a lot of people on the phone. They always asking for advice, and I had some mentorship calls 3 days in a row, and my wife really hated them. She was just like, oh geez. Anyway, so questions and answers. If you got any questions and answers, I will immediately take them, okay? And I'm going to read through all this stuff, and I'll let y'all know. Hello, how may I help you? Just great. What's up? Yeah, it's at 2 o'clock. I'll call you back about it. All right. Anyway. Okay, so it's raining all around. Junk removal says it's raining and cold in Mesa, Arizona right now. We got 2 estimates today. You know, estimates are a good thing. So I used to give people a hard time about estimates, and now 10 years later, estimates, if you get a chance to go do an estimate, you might as well count it as a job. I'm going to tell you why. All around junk removal in Mesa, Arizona, you're going somewhere and you're prepping your business for a job later on down the road. So do you consider an estimate a job? Hell yeah, you do. You have to. You're in your vehicle. You're getting out of your vehicle. You're communicating with the customer. You're working at a price. You've spent your time out of your day to go and talk to this customer. Yes, it is a job. It is definitely a job. Maybe you didn't make any money off of it, but this job will bring you money down the road. So people are always saying, oh, estimates aren't a job. Well, you know what, dude? I think it definitely is. What do y'all think in the comments below? Do you think doing an estimate is a job for you? Because sometimes I've gone to estimates where I haven't got the job, and then a week later they give me the job and I made $1,000. You know what I mean? And that happens. You know, I think everybody gets that kind of thing going. But okay, so let's talk about one of the mentorship calls I had the other day. So the guy's talking to me on the phone, and we're just talking. He said, Ricardo, what do I do about getting jobs? What do I do about building my business? I get online, I check out this guy's website. It's not great. It's the shit, right? He goes, what can I do? I said, well, when was the last time you posted? He doesn't even post. He doesn't do anything. This guy doesn't do anything. He doesn't even have a TikTok page, a Twitter page, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. He does have an Instagram, but he doesn't even put anything on his Instagram. What's up, DGR? He just has an Instagram page. And guys, if you're going to get a social media, I just want to give y'all some advice. If you're going to get a social media site, whatever platform you're using, post content. People eventually look at that garbage that you put out there. Because this morning, if you look at my pages, look at anything I did. Look at my LinkedIn, my Instagram, my TikTok. I updated everything this morning. I updated everything Sunday. I updated everything. I'm always updating stuff. Why? I'm fresh. I'm putting fresh content out there for the world to see. And if you go to it, great. If you don't, somebody's going to go to it eventually. Somebody's going to go to it. So this guy doesn't do anything. He doesn't have most of the social. He does have a Facebook, he told me. He goes, oh yeah, I have a Facebook. Bro. I go to his Facebook page and he hasn't updated since March of 2023. I'm like, what? I said, brother, what are you just waiting for people to call you like out of the blue? How are they going to find you? Oh, my website. I said, the shitty website that you have. I was honest with the guy. I said, listen, you're doing this all wrong. I told him how to do it. You got to send people to your website to make SEO. You got to motivate these people. Anyway, his business is slow. He's got a shitty website, and this is what he tells me. Yeah, I've been looking at dump trailers the last few days, and I'm really looking to invest in a dump trailer. And I said, when? And he goes, later this month, at the end of this month, or next month. And I said, pump your brakes. I want to talk about something. And it's boredom, complacency, and junk removal. Just because you're bored at home, and just because your business is getting complacent with your trailer that you have right now, and just because business is really, really slow, one of the worst things you can go do is buy a dump trailer at this time. Let's say you have $15,000 saved, and I know 99.9% of us junk removal companies don't have that. But let's pretend, let's hypothetically pretend that you have $15,000 saved up because you've been working so hard. And now you want to go invest $12,000 of that money into a dump trailer. And business is slow. Call me, pick up the phone and call me, and I'll tell you what to do. Don't do anything. Don't spend money. Work on the trailer. That trailer that you have right now has made you money. You don't have to have this ego of going to buy a trailer because everybody else has a dump trailer. And I've learned that lesson already in the past. That's why I only have a box truck, a landscape trailer, and 2 enclosed trailers, and then all the minis that I never effing use anyway. But I'm telling you guys, that's what you need to do. Save money during these slow times. Now, I will tell you this, and I'm not going to brag or anything, but I want to let you know. Last week, 7 days ago, I've been busy all week. The week before that, it was a desert. It was slower than shit. I was doing 1 job, 2 jobs every day. It was slow. Last week, this past week, I was averaging about 5 jobs a day, which is still very low for me. Very, very low. As a matter of fact, you don't have to. I don't have to say this and show you. Go to my YouTube videos that I posted in the last few days, and it will show you all the refrigerators, all the pianos that I picked up in the last week. And you're gonna see, damn, Ricardo's out there working. You're gonna see the weather. It's cold, it's icy, and I'm still hustling out there. I don't have to tell you, I show you. You know what I mean? What is it? Actions are better than words, or whatever that saying is. Yeah, I show you the action because I post the stuff. And if you notice, Sunday I did a huge job. Sunday I did a huge job, which was yesterday. I posted that video the same day, and I put the date and time and everything. I don't play around, guys. I go to work almost every day. Every day I try to work almost every day. Anyway, with that said, that's something that you never want to invest your money when you're not working. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do it. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. All right, so I had another question asked from another person that called me for a call, and he asked me a great question. He said, Ricardo, I subcontract my jobs to other people, but the customer pays me, and then I get 10% of that cut. And I said, wait a minute. So let's walk through this. Now, I want you to understand this. This is what the guy does. Let's pretend he does a garage clean out, and this garage clean out is $300, but he can't do it because he's double booked, or maybe he's on vacation, whatever. So this guy shows up, and we're going to call his name is Josh. Josh shows up and does the job for this guy, for the junk removal service. Then Josh turns around and says, sir, you don't have to pay me. You can pay the owner. The owner then uses his credit card, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, credit card, whatever, and charges $300. Then Josh, which is an independent contractor, drives off, and the guy then Cash Apps him $270 because he keeps 10%, which is $30. So the owner sitting at home makes $30, but he Venmos him the $30. Wait a minute. Isn't he on hook for the $300 when tax time comes around? See what I mean? Don't do that. Don't ever do that, guys. And I learned that a long time ago. If someone's gonna go make their money and use their own card reader, and then they can Venmo me the $30, or they can Cash App me the $30, however they want to send electronically the money back to you. But don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake in taking in all that money. I've made that mistake plenty of times in the past when I do hoarder houses and stuff like that, and I pay people cash and stuff, but don't make that mistake, okay? So there's a bit of advice for you. That $300 is going right to you. It's gonna reflect on you. It's gonna reflect on your account, on your finances. Even though you're sending him back or giving him $270, it's still gonna reflect on you. I mean, you gotta get this guy like a W-9 or a 1080 or whatever they call it, you know? As an employee now you dug yourself a hole. So those are little bits of things that go on in the junk removal business that we never talk about. We never talk about. Okay, so here's another thing. Oh, by the way, I do want to make sure that you can ask any questions on this open message, this live video that I'm doing on the way to work. And I don't know if you can see the weather. You can see the weather back there. Look how bad it is. Yeah, it's bad. My windshield wipers are going back and forth. It's horrible. It's cold. It's horrible. But I'm out working. You know, I started thinking this morning, should I go to work? Both customers contacted me today and say, hey, Ricardo, do you want to reschedule? And I said, I'm going to go to Dallas. This is what I texted them. So one said, hey, the weather looks bad. Do you want to reschedule? And I said, let me call you back. Let me get to Dallas first. And the other customer did the same thing. They called me. I said, let me get back to you. One of them's a longtime customer, the other one's not. They're a new customer, but they text me and said, do you want to reschedule? And I said, let me get to Dallas, see how the weather is, and then I'll let you know. They're like, okay. They're in Dallas, by the way. So it's kind of funny. So if it's raining bad, really bad in Dallas, because I'm leaving Fort Worth right now. I'm going into, I think I'm driving into Euless, Bedford right now. Yeah, it gets bad. Weather's bad, I'm going to cancel it. But I was sitting there in front of my computer. I posted a video, by the way, and I thought to myself, you know what, Ricardo, I could be on the computer all day, or I can go out there, warm up my vehicles, walk around the property, see the things that I need, and really concentrate on, you know, my business and work on my business. You know, I can do that. And that's what I decided to do. I'm going to go to my headquarters. I'm going to check on anything that needs to get done. And then I'll probably drive back my 550. But I decided to work this morning. Don't know why. All right, let's get into another subject. Talking about spending money on ads, spending money on just things that you don't need. Now, I have a friend, Andrew from Jedi Junk Removal, and he's coming out with Dispatch. And Dispatch is something like a house call pro. It's a Google Calendar. And he's going to give me a chance to use the software for free. And then it's something that he's selling out there. You know what I mean? It's something that he's going to put out there in the real world and sell. And I do not know what Dispatch is at the moment, but he told me it's similar to Google Calendar. Now, I use Google Calendar like it's going out of style, brother. Google, I should be paying Google for using Google Calendar. Google Calendar is the #1 application that I use for everything. The only thing that Google Calendar doesn't do is process a payment. Other than that, it does everything. It stores information for me. It stores pictures for me. And I do pictures. I put pictures on Google Calendar easily. So I can remember customers, addresses, updates, everything. I use Task. And Task is a different application, but it's conjoined with Google Calendar. So you should really look into it. And what it does, it kind of organizes and Rolodexes all by people. And, you know, it's hard to explain if you don't know what Google Tasks does, but I mastered Google Tasks about 5 years ago, and I've been using Google Calendar. And I mastered Google Calendar about 12 years ago, and they do updates all the time. It's a great application. You know what's cool about Task and Google Calendar? When I drive at a job site that Google Calendar recognizes, it pulls up the customer's name because I'm at that address. It's crazy as shit. Like the other day, I was driving down to Highland Park to do a small junk removal. I think it was a refrigerator, and I'm driving down the street. And Google Calendar, well, Task kicks in. Task tells me, and shoots me a thing. Bing! 3442 Bedford Street. Whoa, what did it say? 3424 Bedford Street. Picked up in 2021 a mattress. Would you like to contact this person? I'm like, what? This is some cool application, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow. And it told me they're in the next block over. You know what's funny is I was in Highland Park, and it gave me two indicators. One that I removed a hot tub in 2023, and another one that I removed a refrigerator in 2022. He gives you all that information. It's pretty cool. It's a very dominant application. And you know, just because it's free, I think people don't use it because they're like, oh, it's free, you don't have to pay. I know House Call Pro and WorkKeys you have to pay for, and oh, it's a shit show. So difficult to set up. Dodge Ram good for junk. Oh yeah, dude. I think Dodge Rams are really good for junk removal. As a matter of fact, DGR, let me tell you, the first vehicle I ever owned, my dad gave me my first vehicle. It was, I guess, you know, 16 years ago. So he gave me a Dodge Econoline extended van. Oh my God, DGR. That vehicle was awesome for me. Oh my God. I used to put, honestly, it could hold as much as a 15-yard dumpster. No shit. Only the extended version, not the short version, not the short puppy. We're talking about the big dog, you know? But yeah, it ran forever. So when my dad gave it to me, it had about 180,000 miles. My dad told me this, listen, this truck is a good truck. I never drove it fast. And then I remember my dad drove it fast. And I said, Dad, it's got 180. He goes, this truck will go to 250. Oil change, air filters, and just keep up with it. I'm gonna tell you, this truck topped out at 330 before it started giving me trouble. And then it needed spark plugs, so I changed the spark plugs, and it still gave me trouble. And I drove this vehicle to the shitter. I'm talking about, I used to drive it to Oklahoma. Oh, dude, I did so much in this vehicle. Oh my God, dude. It was such a good truck for me. It was such a good truck. I used it for everything, man, everything. And I used to help buddies move. I used to help people move. I charged them. I used to do junk removal with it. Man, this vehicle was awesome, man. I could just remember driving it everywhere. And another thing is, my dad, it was a 3500 Dodge. My dad told me, put a hitch on the end of it and it'll pull too. Bro, when I put a hitch on the end of it, I ended up getting an enclosed trailer, a 14-foot enclosed trailer. I had over 15 yards inside the van and another 20-something yards inside the enclosed trailer. So I was driving around with almost like 40 yards. Yeah, I could do 40 yards of track, like a 40-yard dumpster. But it was long. It was long because it was an extended van. But man, I'm going to tell you guys, my dad really helped me out with that. And so you're asking me, DGR, do I think Dodge trucks? Yeah, I think Dodge trucks are good. Now, my son just recently bought a 3500 Dodge Laramie, and he loves it. I don't know what kind of problems he's going to have with it later on, but right now, he loves it. I mean, it's a great truck. So yeah, I definitely recommend Dodge. You know, I'll be honest with you, DJR. Almost every vehicle, it depends on how the driver takes care of it, really, and what kind of issues it has when you get it. Are you really, you know, giving it gas? Are you driving? I drive slow in all my vehicles. As a matter of fact, I'm driving right now 50 miles per hour. I usually drive 60 everywhere I go, even if it's a 70 and people honk me, they give me the finger and stuff like that. It's so weird. Oh, by the way, I want to tell the story about it. Someone giving me a finger, okay? So Dallas Landscaping says, how can I load a giant clothing drop box on my ramp trailer? What? A giant clothing drop box. Clothing drop box. You mean a donation box? Dallas, is that what you're saying, Dallas? I hope you can write for you that. How can I load a giant clothing drop box on my box ramp trailer? Yes. Oh, dude, easy, bro, easy. Are you kidding me, man? I mean, hopefully you're dude, I charge $400 to remove those. I do them all day, every day, bro. I do them all day, every day, and then I resell them back to the donation people. That's what's crazy about it. But I remove them all the time, man, all the time. So, yeah, there's two ways to do it. You can use two people, push it over, okay? And by the way, one person can push it over, but you have to take everything out. I'm on one today. Well, yeah, it's raining bad. Okay, so are you doing this by yourself, Dallas Landscape? I want to see if he's doing it by himself or he's got someone helping him out. God, I got something in my ear. You know, I hope he's doing it with somebody else. Okay, you're doing it by yourself. Okay, so here's what you're gonna have to do. Take the door off of it and take everything out. Then it'll just push over. That's it, man. So it's gonna take a little work, but yeah, I've done them by myself. I don't recommend it. Usually I call Maddie or I call Jamon to help me push them over, and then that's it. It's a 400 job. Yeah, dude, you can make lots of money off of it. Your Mom 101, Junk Guys. My name's Ricardo. Yeah. So yeah, Dallas Landscaping. It's not really easy to do that job. You got to take out the weight off of it, man. That's all you got to do. What part of Dallas are you doing this at? Landscaping, like where? Tell me where you're doing this at. You know, that'll be cool. I know I get called for these things all the time, dude. I'm always getting calls. So, it's a good, high-paying job. Midway Road and 35. Holy cow, I used to live right off of there. Isn't easy how many flyby junk removal companies come and go, LOL. It's bad out here. You're kind. Is that my mom? My mom in this video? Well, you know, all around junk removal, I got a great rant about come and go companies, you know, the flyby companies. When you see those flyby companies, I know a lot of people frown on these companies. I know a lot of people frown on these companies. When I see them, I thank them, to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you why. Our service industry, junk removal, trash bulk pickup, whatever you want to call it, is very low on the totem pole. We are awful. We are way down here. A lot of people, a lot of customers, a lot of clients, a lot of commercial clients don't even know that we exist. They do not know that we exist in this business. Okay? They do not realize that there is a service that we can provide to remove huge things. So by having these companies on Craigslist, Facebook, and posting this stuff and getting these customers, that is fine with me, because I know for a fact that they'll be gone in a few years. I know for a fact. Now, are those few years going to be tougher on you? Of course they're going to be tougher on you, because they take real estate. They take money from you. You know what I mean? They're taking money. So, a lot of these flyby companies will, and you know what? Here's one thing. It takes a lot for a person to realize they're not making money. It takes a lot of time for a company to realize they're not making money. Sometimes people will open, businesses and realize they're not making any money. Sometimes they'll be at it every week, every day, working hard, trying to make money, and it doesn't make a difference. They just keep on pouring money into it, and they get big licks. Like, when I say a big lick, they'll get a big job that can pay a lot of bills, you know, their household bills and stuff. But other than that, I just don't. If you're not making money, if you're not being able to save money, now, I will tell you, I think a lot of people aren't going to like this when I say this comment, okay? Junk removal is not a business that is made to expand. Junk removal is not a business to grow into a multi-million-dollar business. Now, you're saying 1-800-JUNK, how did they do it? Okay, I'm going to tell you. 1-800-JUNK makes money. I'm going to tell you how they make money. Junk King makes money. All these companies make money, and I'm going to tell you how. They make money because they sell franchises for $150,000. And that franchise stays open for about 5 to 10 years, and they realize, hey, this ain't what I'm going to do here in the Keller area. Now, by the way, let me just tell you this. After those 5 or 10 years are over with, they close down. They shut down. They're done. And then what do? They franchise again, $150,000. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have somebody that I know, and I'm not friends with him. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. Complete jerk. Anyway. And he owned a, what's the military one? What's the military junk removal company out there, the franchise? J-Dog. He owned a J-Dog franchise in the Keller area. And he stayed open for about 4 to 5 years. He folded. And believe it or not, this guy says that, I know for a fact he folded because I was giving him hell. He hates me. He doesn't like me because of my cheap prices, because I'm the Walmart, right? Nobody likes a Walmart. Only the customers like a Walmart, but for computing, yeah. Junk Dog, that's it. So Junk Dog, J-Dog, this guy folded. And he talks so much stuff about me all the time that's hilarious. And I'm not going to give him the benefit of it, right? But he's always talking smack about me. And this is what he said. This is exactly what he said. That he sold his business, and he's the only person in franchise history of J-Dog to sell his franchise for a profit. That he made money off his franchise. I'm going to tell you something. I know the franchise owner that bought the franchise. I know who bought the franchise. I know who owns it right now in Keller. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a good friends with that guy. And I talked to him. He said, oh, no, dude, this guy in Keller was trying to get rid of it. He just wanted me to take it over. So he paid a franchise fee, not to that guy, to the franchisee. He paid it to the company, J-Dog, not to this guy. And they transferred ownership. And I said, well, how much money was transferred to the J-Dog owner, the guy in Keller? And he said, not a dollar. He was so under in Google ads that he got out of it. And he just wanted to get rid of it. And I was like, okay, wow, that's funny, because he tells everybody he sold it. That he's the only franchise history in the franchise of junk removal industry to sell it. Get out of here, man. I'm not dumb. What are you selling, dude? Nothing? Nothing at all, bro. You know what I mean? Let me see. If you had one day left to live, what would you tell anyone? What the fuck? What kind of question is that, man? What kind of people did I hit? Where you at, brother? Fred Lick says, if you had one day to left, would you tell him back? Yeah, sure, I'd tell everybody for sympathy, I guess. I mean, maybe I'll do a video about it that I'm dying. That's your answer right there. So, anyway, going back to this business. This business is made for one person. This business is not a business that you can grow and expand. And I know a lot of people want to be across. Yeah, they're scammers, bro. They're scammers. I can tell, Jose. So, this business is not a business that you can franchise out to across the United States and make $1 million. You just don't think that, guys. The more you grow your business, the smaller your margins get. The more theft, the less customer service, the worse your business will get overall. And I'm going to tell you something. One good truck in one good area, all it takes is one bad area to kill that one, if that makes sense. So let's say you have a shoe store, right? Well, one bad shoe store can take down three good shoe stores. That's how it is. And that's the truth. I'm not shitting you. That is the truth. That's the honest truth. So, this is what I tell the people. If you want to make money, start a junk removal company, because you'll make good money in junk removal. They'll pay for cars, they'll pay for a house, they'll pay for land, they'll pay for you and your wife to live good. I'm not going to bullshit you. It'll help you save money. If you want to expand junk removal, don't do that. I'm going to tell you what junk removal is. And it's straight up, no lie. It's a stepping stone to your next business. It's a stepping stone to move forward in life. That's what it is. Junk removal has given me everything that I have right now, and it's also given me my haunted house. It's also given me my retail space. It's also given me the chance to make money in other industries. It's also given me my YouTube channel. You know? So junk removal, always think as junk removal as a stepping stone to your next project, guys. Always think that way. Because that's what junk removal is. It's a stepping stone to your next idea. That's it. That's it. And I want to be sure y'all understand what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to tell you. To real estate, for me to buy properties and rent them out. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I think that's a great idea. You know, Jose, I have 6 acres up in Hazel, Texas. 4 acres. 4 acres that I can build on. And I'm really, the last few months, I've been really thinking of buying a small house, like a, you know, and putting it on the property and renting it out while I build my dream house on the property. And just to make extra income, because I'm thinking that way, you know what I mean? I'm just thinking that way. But anyway, with that said, I just want to tell y'all that junk removal is not a business so y'all can just make $1 million and $10 million and make profit. It's not. I know a lot of people out there on Facebook that has 5 trucks, 5 trailers, 20 employees, and make $50,000 a year off their business. $1.8 million in sales, nothing's left over in the end. Nothing. And they work almost 24/7. Yeah, it sucks. Because they think junk removal is going to save them and make a difference in life and shit like that. And it's just not true. Junk removal is not going to do that for you, man. Period. So I don't want to tell y'all that junk removal is a bad business, but it's a stepping stone to your next business. And junk removal is great, dude. The industry's awesome. It's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger every day. You can make a lot of money in junk removal. It's you, a truck, and a trailer. Maybe 2, you and 2 trucks, or you and another buddy. But once you start expanding into getting bigger, your margins get a lot smaller. Yeah, a lot smaller. Junk Guy is in San Diego, Sacramento, Houston, Austin, Rio Grande Valley, Tampa, Florida, Tampa Bay, Junk Guys Tampa Bay. We're across the U.S., but it's the way I set them up to give the owners more rights to their property. And they're not franchises, they are accounts for the Junk Guys. They are accounts for the Junk Guys. Okay? I do not own these. I do not, and I want to make myself clear, I do not own these at all. Okay? But these guys are working hard for their business. Okay? I want to tell you that, okay? Moving forward, so, hope you all make absolutely amazing. Catching last end of this vlog. Oh, okay. Moving forward. What's up, dude? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna look how bad it's raining. Let me just show you how bad it's raining. Look at that window, dude. Look at that traffic, dude. Look at that. Yeah, it's bad, and it's cold out there. It is very cold. All right, guys, don't forget, try to make it March 14th, 15th, and 16th. It's gonna be in Dallas. It's gonna be at my headquarters. We're gonna have a great time. We got things lined up to do at night also when we're not having meetings during the day. And I hope that, hey Warren, what's up, bud? I hope a lot of people have successful weeks. I know it's been tough. Stay in the game, man, because the good days are coming also, okay, guys? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you at the summit March this year, okay? Bye-bye, guys.